Okay, this is my second time recording this. PF Chang's just got here. That's what we're eating for dinner. My dog freaks out anytime anybody knocks on the door, and it's kind of annoying. But what I was saying before I had to restart the video is I'm gonna start being way more active on my YouTube channel. Here's the deal. I do a lot of like explanation videos on TikTok, and I talk a lot about like the behind the scenes of the NFL. Sorry, I'm super stuffed up. Ohio weather. And I just feel like, why would I not be taking this to YouTube? Like, YouTube is a super interactive platform. I can sit down and talk about these things, and like, I don't know, it's kind of chill, right? And I think it's also good to just practice being on a camera and talking. So I'm gonna start uploading videos way more often, and I'm gonna be like answering a lot of questions. So if you comment and you ask a really good question, chances are I'm gonna try to answer it. So yeah, so today, first off, let me get a drink of water. Oh my God, this is what happens when you YouTube. TikTok is so easy. You can like film a piece, stop it, film a piece. When you YouTube, you just get out of breath. I don't know why out of breath means I need water, but today I wanna talk about practice squad versus like regular NFL roster, because a lot of people ask me about this on TikTok, and I don't think people really understand what it means to be on practice squad. So before I get into that, let me tell you a little bit about my story. So I'm in year 6 in the NFL, and throughout that process, I've like lived a lot of different NFL lives. I started off, I got drafted, which was super cool. Went to the Chargers and made the team the first game of the year, and then got cut and put on practice squad for like 13 games, got reactivated and played the last 3 games of my rookie year. From that point on until like right now, I've been active, which has been unbelievable. I've played in pretty much every single game I've had an opportunity to. I've started, I think, 10 games in my career. And like I said, I've like done a lot of really cool things in the NFL. This year's been a little bit weird. I signed with the Browns, and I thought I played well. Like, I've done well since I've been here. But unfortunately, circumstances have just brought me to the point where they put me on practice squad, reactivated me, then put me on practice squad again. And again, like, I think a lot of people don't really understand what that means. You have like minor league baseball, you have the G League for basketball, but practice squad does not work like those things. Like, it's not like you get cut, put on practice squad, and you're like living a totally different NFL life. It's actually pretty crazy, because when you're on practice squad, you can be elevated. What that means is they say, hey, well, let me rewind. Each team is designated 2 spots on game day that are practice squad spots. So they can elevate 2 guys from practice squad. And there's 16 total practice squad spots. I'm throwing a lot at you guys. Again, this is why you comment, ask more questions. I can go more in depth. But like, if you are pulled up, if you're elevated from practice squad and you're on the active roster and you're playing in those games, like those 2 people, their schedules are identical, which is crazy, right? Like that the practice squad guy and the active roster guy could have the exact same schedule, do the exact same thing, but one is considered practice squad and one is not. But that's an extreme example. Most of the time, your practice squad players are not playing on game day. So what that means is your schedule is literally exactly the same during the week, and then when game time comes, you're not playing. And in the case of the Browns, you don't travel to the games, and for home games, you're not on the sideline. You are in a box, which is actually kind of weird. You know, it's kind of weird when you're part of the team and then you're in a box. But every team does it different, right? Some teams have them on the sideline. Some teams don't have them come to the game at all. Some teams put you in a box. It really just depends on kind of what the organization wants to do. Take another breath. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know why I'm literally losing breath. I think it's because I'm stuffed up, to be honest with you. It's kind of embarrassing. My wife would be making fun of me right now. Oh, okay. So that's obviously like the biggest difference is the game day difference, because you're obviously not playing. But again, your schedule's the same. What does that schedule look like? Mondays, you're coming in after the games. Everybody is working out. Everybody is watching film and going over the previous game. Again, if you're a practice squad, you're just sitting there taking notes, paying attention, but you're not like on the screen. You didn't play. But it's the same schedule. Tuesdays, the NFL is like NFL-wide off day. Wednesday, Thursday is a come into the facility early. So this is the difference. Generally, like teams set aside time super early for practice squad guys to lift, because they're generally going to be lifting more than the guys that are playing on Sundays. So in this case with the Browns, I go in at 7 and lift with practice squad, or players that want to just come lift early. And then the schedule is the exact same. You got meetings, walkthrough, practice, and then more meetings later in the day. Friday, shorter day, same exact schedule. Saturday, the teams have the walkthrough that the practice squad players are at. And then one thing that is a little different is the guys that are on the regular roster, they go to a hotel to stay in a hotel the night before the game. Practice squad players do not have to do that. And again, that's kind of just team to team. Excuse me. Some teams have the practice squad guys go, some teams don't. And then another like super big question that people always ask me is about practice squad pay. I need another glass of water or a sip of water. My wife got these super cool glass bottles. I don't know why water just hits a little bit better in these bottles, but people are always asking about practice squad pay. So I'm not gonna give you my salary. You can go look up my salary. It's super like absurd how everybody's salary in the NFL is available online, but you can go look. And I don't know, it makes me feel weird because people can just search my salary and like how much I've made in my career. But yeah, people always ask about practice squad pay versus active roster pay. That is different. So you have your regular roster pay, which is like your salary divided by 17. That's kind of how you get paid. Practice squad, you have a weekly rate pretty much that you're gonna make. And that kind of depends on how many years you've played. The term is how many credited seasons you have. And your pay can vary. A guy in my situation, my range is you can make from $15,000 a week to $20,000 a week. $20,000 being the max pay. That's a team saying, listen, we really like you as a player, but you're on our practice squad. We're gonna give you the max pay, or $15,000, which is the minimum max pay for a guy in my position, or excuse me, just the minimum pay. But yeah, the weirdest thing about the pay difference is, so like if you're on the active roster, the 53-man roster, you can only dress, when I say you, I'm saying teams. Teams can only dress 46 guys on game day. So you have guys that are inactive on game day. It's just like, to be honest with you, I don't know why they do it. I do know why they do it. It's because if guys get injured, you don't have to like cut them to replace them. You can just put them as inactive. But you have 7 guys on game day who are inactive. An inactive player and a practice squad player will have the exact same schedules for the week. Like, it is exactly the same, except there's obviously a pay difference. So it's super interesting, like how you can have an inactive guy doing the same thing as a practice squad guy, but just because of their title, they're getting paid different amounts. But yeah, so the pay is different, schedule's the same. Again, I'm gonna be uploading a bunch of short videos like this that are like longer form videos, but still like relatively short as it pertains to YouTube videos. But as I get better at this, and as I get better talking in front of a camera, and as I don't lose breath while I'm talking, the videos might get longer. But definitely comment, ask questions. This is going to be super interactive. I don't want to do it any other way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys following me and subscribing to me. I'm sorry. My wife has her text tones going off on her iPad. I'm going to throw it out the way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys. What do they say? Like and subscribe. Yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe. It'd mean a lot. Thank you. See you guys later. Comment your questions.